Okay, if we could get everyone to return to their seats, we're going to get started here. And I believe we do have the live stream is kicked in now, so just want to say hello and welcome to all of you joining us online. And yeah, thank you to those of you who couldn't be here who contributed to the video that we're going to watch. So yeah, we're going to have some slideshow photos that each of the parents sent in for the grads, and then it'll be followed by just a few videos from people in the congregation who wanted to encourage the grads as well, but weren't able to do it in person. So we'll get to watch those as well. So yeah, it'll be starting just now.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know, you give it all you have. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say I live. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say I live. I swear I live. Every broken bone. I swear I live. The wind is strong, the water's My heart is heavy and my mind won't sleep. Oh, can you hear my fear it breathe? I need to know if you're the shadow I can see. I wanna run to you when the waves break through. I wanna run to you, not turn back. There's no turning back, nothing in the past. My eyes are on you again. Can't see nothing at all. Outstretched arms help me believe it. Though I falter, you got me walking on water. The ocean sings the song of grace. But if I'm honest with myself, I'm still afraid. I wanna run to you when the waves break through. I'm gonna run to you, not turn back. There's no turning back, nothing in the past. My eyes are on you again. Can't see nothing at all but your outstretched arms. Help me believe it. Though I falter, you got me walking on water. I was sinking like a stone again. I was halfway in the grave and then I looked up and saw your face again. You pulled me out of the water, water, water. There's no turning back, nothing in the past. My eyes are on you again. Can't see nothing at all but your outstretched arms. Help me believe it. Though I falter, you got me walking on water. Though I falter, you got me walking on water, you got me walking on beat up but won't be broken. Lonesome but always searching. Homesick but nobody's heading home soon. Keep on, keeping on, keeping on. Long days, too many short nights. Wrong ways that almost felt right. Love sticks but no one you're holding on to. So keep on, keeping on, keeping on. And sing along, sing along, sing along.
Hello, grads of 2021. Congratulations. You've made it. Big milestone reached. And yet we know that the future will hold a lot of important decisions for you and maybe some scary situations. So I thought I will leave you with God's phone number, 5015. Easy to remember, 5015. Call on me when you are in trouble, and I will rescue you, and you will give me glory. Psalm 50, verse 15. Call on me when you are in trouble, and I will rescue you, and you will give me glory. Psalm 50, 1-5. Stay connected to Jesus. God's blessings.
Congratulations, grads, you did it. You made it through a difficult year in this pandemic at school.
We'll be praying for you as you begin this next journey, and we can't wait to see all that God has in store for you.
I just want to wish all of you who are graduating from high school a big heartfelt congratulations. Many of you I've watched growing up and just want to say how proud I am of all your accomplishments and your achievements. I know that this year has not been easy. Well, the last couple of years haven't really been very easy with COVID, but I celebrate along with you as you finish high school and you begin a new adventure in your life. As you enter this phase, I'd like to give you just a little bit of advice. Pursue Jesus with your whole heart. Build into your life the spiritual disciplines of prayer, meditation, and communion with God. And study the Word so you know it, and you can tell the fake from the real McCoy. That will stand you in good stead. You'll never go wrong really knowing the Word, but more than anything, you know, I know from your vantage point or your perspective in life seems long, many years ahead, many things to accomplish and to look forward to. But from my perspective, life is short and is fragile. But relationship with Jesus is probably the most worthwhile and most valuable thing that you can pursue. I hope that through the stages and phases and ups and downs of life, you'll be able to say the words of Psalm 16:5. Lord, you are my inheritance, my cup of blessing. So congratulations to you, all of you who are graduating, and I want to wish you every good blessing.
Congratulations, Northside grads.
Happy graduation to our Northside grads.
Congratulations, Northside grads.
Congratulations, fellow graduates. Have a nice night. Hope you have a good life.
Hey, greetings, grads. Emily and Isaiah and Esther and Madeline and Megan and Riley.
We're very excited for you. This is an exciting time of life, and it reminds us of God the Father, who in the beginning speaks the world into existence. There's chaos and emptiness, and then he fills it, and he organizes it, and he pours meaning into all of it, and makes beautiful things. And then what he does is he creates humans in his image, and then he says, I want you to continue this work of making things beautiful and of mining the depths of the raw materials that I've used, that I've built this world on. So we are his image bearers, and so he says, I'm blessing you so that you can be a blessing. He says, I've loved you, and I want you to love others as I've loved you. And then this one verse that really has caught my attention in the last month is the idea, it comes from John, I believe it's John 20. Jesus says to his disciples, as the Father has sent me, so I send you. And so if you are a follower of Jesus, you are someone who is sent. And what a powerful image that is, especially at this point in time in your lives, because you guys are being scattered into all different types of things in the next year and the next years. And so that's exciting. But we would really hope that you would remember that you are being sent as the Father has sent Jesus. Jesus is sending you to continue the work that he began when he was walking around on earth. So you being filled with the Spirit are to move into all realms of life wherever it may be, carrying His Spirit with you and living into that calling that is on your life. And if you do that, everything becomes filled with meaning. Everything. And so that is our hope for you, that you would experience the joy and the hope, the encouragement, the strength of His presence with you as you move into these uncharted waters of your lives.
May your roots go down deep into the soil of God's marvelous love. And may you have the power to understand, as all God's people should, how wide, how long, how high, and how deep His love really is. And may you experience the love of Christ. Though it's so great, you'll never fully understand it. And then you'll be filled with the fullness of life and power that comes from God. God bless you guys.
Congrats.
Hey, congratulations. What a year. But you made it through, and we just have a verse we want to share with you.
Joshua 1:9 says, "Do not let this book of the law depart from your mouth. Meditate on it day and night, so you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you'll be prosperous and successful." Be strong and courageous, and congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hey, first of all, let me offer you my congratulations, Northside, on graduating from high school. That is a wonderful accomplishment that you have done. Many places in the world you wouldn't even be able to go to school, so this is good. I'm glad that you've done that. It's also a new beginning, though. It is a new adventure, a new chapter in your life, and I want to share some verses with you that have helped me over the years. Psalm 37, verses 23 and 24. The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Though they stumble, they will never fall, for the Lord holds them by the hand. So you're going to have some ups and some downs, but the Lord is always there. He will see you through. He will hold your hand. As you gain more autonomy over your life, you will also have the opportunity to author the next chapter of your life. You have the opportunity to co-author that with God. And so my final question for you is this: what will the next chapter of your story say? All right. Take care. Be blessed. Congratulations again.
All right, so yeah, thank you to each of you for sending in those photos. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's probably one of my favorite traditions, getting to see everyone grow up, especially only having been here for the last couple of years, not getting to see these graduates actually grow up just the last couple of years. So yeah, really fun to see. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Are you feeling good? So nice to share a meal together, right? Hopefully people out there on the live stream, I know there's some issues with the sound. Hopefully it didn't ruin the experience for you. Glad you were able to join us. I'm going to say a few words tonight as an encouragement to our grads, but first I actually have the honor of presenting an award to one of our grads tonight. And this student is not yet aware that they've won this award, so it should be fun. Yeah, this award is called the 604 Impact Award, okay? And it's distributed by a youth organization called the 604 Network. And it's an award that, as they say, aims to bridge the faith gap between youth and young adulthood by empowering local churches to send students to university campuses as funded missionaries. So the award comes with $2,000 of direct funding, and it's intended to be used as a missionary stipend for the student applicant in their first year of university. And so through mentorship and a relationship with the university campus ministry, the student is actually sent, and they're adequately resourced and connected to make an impact for Jesus on their campus during their first year of university. And applicants for this award are chosen, not by me, by a team of people. They're chosen based on 3 criteria. So number 1, the depth of integration of mission inside the sending youth ministry or church. Number 2, the intentionality of the sending church to connect with the campus ministry. And number 3, the experience and intent of everyday obedience by the student applicant. So with those 3 criteria in mind, the Impact Awards Selection Committee has chosen our very own Emily Barrett to be the recipient of this award. So congratulations to Emily. I don't have anything to hand to you right now, so that would be a little, I feel like I should have like a big check that says like, has like $2,000 on it. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about what that means and how we'll kind of support you in that, but we're very excited for you. Yeah, as a youth ministry, it's very exciting, but even just as a church that we get to send you and you get to be intentional in your first year of ministry and you get some funding for that as well. So yeah, super excited for what God's gonna do in and through you with that. Okay, now to all of our 2021 Northside grad, congratulations to each of you. It's been a bit of an odd year, and I'm sure it's not what any of you were expecting this year to be, but you made it, and so that's an accomplishment in itself. And some of you have had the privilege of getting to know a bit more than others over the past couple of years, but I have to say I'm proud of each and every one of you. I see incredible potential in each and every one of you. And I know that God has a plan for your lives to use you for his kingdom and for his glory. So I'm excited for that. Our theme for this year at Youth has been sharing our lives. And Mark was the last one to share in that video, and he kind of like stole my theme here. So I don't think he knew that. But anyway, our theme for the youth this year has been sharing our lives. And so over and over again throughout this year, we've talked about the importance of reaching out to others and inviting them into our lives. Because it's been God's plan from the beginning to draw people to himself through the stories of our lives, through the stories of his people. And we read stories of God's people in the Old Testament, and we can see God at work in their lives. So if you're familiar with the stories, you see God intervening and directing the course of history, guiding and sustaining his people through these stories, through the good and the bad. And as we read these stories, we get an incredible picture of who God is and the kind of relationship he wants with us. So as we wrap up, so God's plan actually hasn't changed. That's still his plan. He still wants to draw people to himself through the stories of his people, that others might read the stories of our lives and see the kind of God that he is and the kind of relationship he wants with us. And so as we wrap up the 2020-2021 school year, and we look forward to saying goodbye to COVID and restrictions, hopefully in the near future, and as we turn the page on this chapter of our lives, I think there's an opportunity for us to reflect and to think about this chapter of our stories coming to an end. And so I think this is a question, I guess, for all of us, but especially for the grads. I want to encourage you to ponder this. If God's plan for your life is to draw people to himself through the story of your life, what do you think God might be trying to reveal about himself to others through the chapter that was just written? Maybe that chapter includes only this season of COVID, and maybe a lot's happened to you over the last year and a bit. I know for some of you, COVID has meant the loss of routines or certain support structures, or even groups of friends that may or may not be coming back as restrictions are lifted. Or maybe the last chapter of your story includes your entire time of high school education. For some of you, that may have been a time of flourishing, of coming into your own, of finding a new identity, a time of new experiences and new friendships that you'll look back on fondly. But I know for some of you, the last 5 years or so of high school haven't been easy. And it's maybe been marked by challenges and disappointments or even loneliness. And you're looking forward to this chapter being over. Or maybe you look back at your life thus far and you think, you know what, from birth till now, that's a chapter to itself. And these are important years. They're identity-forming years. How have you grown and changed over the years? Who have you become? What experiences have you had that have shaped you? And what are the themes that keep coming back to you again and again? What has God done in your life so far that if you were to share it with others, they might see his heart of love and mercy and be drawn to him? For some of you, that might be really easy to answer. For some of you, it might take a little bit more thinking and pondering, and you might come to an answer eventually. And for some of us, we might look at the last chapter of our lives and not see much of God at all in our story. Maybe we look at where we're at in our lives and we feel like God has let us down, or he hasn't come through for us in the way that we expected, or maybe we just haven't bothered to give him much thought or attention. If that's you, then what do you want this next chapter in the story of your life to look like? What is God yet to do in your life that you hope he would do? Whether you're satisfied with your story at this point or not, where do you want it to go next? Because your story isn't finished. It may feel like you're closing the book on a part of your life today, but today isn't the beginning of the end, it's only the end of the beginning. In fact, this is true of each and every one of us here today, if we want it to be. That's actually the beauty of the good news of Jesus. When he died on the cross for our sins, and he brought healing to our pain, and he brought freedom from our slavery, and he brought life from death, that means in Jesus, we can always start fresh, no matter how much of our story has already been written. There's always a new chapter with a blank page ready to be written. The Bible puts it this way, and this is from the book of Lamentations, which is a book of lament, and not a place you would typically go when looking for encouragement. But these are the words that were written out of a place of frustration and pain and hardship and grief, which are maybe feelings that we've become pretty well acquainted with over the past year, or even this last chapter of our lives. And so the Bible says this in Lamentations 3, verses 22 and 23. It says, "The faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning." The faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. They are new every morning. Every morning, new mercies, a new chapter, a blank page. So what story are you writing? What do you want this next chapter in the story of your life to look like? What might God want to reveal about himself to you or to others through that story? I hope you feel empowered to be intentional about writing this next chapter of your life, that you would partner with God in writing a story that reveals his loving heart for his people, and that you would be encouraged that even in this next chapter doesn't start off the way that you had hoped, you would know that you have a church family here that supports you, and that each day is a blank page, an opportunity to start a new chapter of your story. The faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. They are new every morning. So to our Northside grads of 2021, congratulations, and may God bless you as you write your next chapter. I just want to say thank you to those of you who are able to join online. We're going to say goodbye to you now, so we hope that if you're able to, that you'll join us outside in the parking lot for the after party. We're going to be inviting you for between 8:30 and 9:30 to come say hi to the grads. You can stay in your car, and we'll have some activities for you as well. And those of you who are here, we're going to start dessert soon. So thank you so much. We'll announce dessert shortly.